Only have 70 minutes and 4 seconds. Oh, God. Um, I just felt like I had to come on here and address a couple things. Um, Honestly, it's just been eating me up inside the, excuse me. Yeah, it's just been eating me up inside the, I have to make a life update video and help people understand, what really is going on. 2018, um, I was supposed to go on an African mission trip in that year and never got to. My Heavenly Father's judgment on my mom. Whew. It's been much needed. We'll say that. I'm trying to be super quiet because I'm in a group home right now, and I hope y'all hear that because, yeah. My life and where it's at right now, super frustrating. Sadie Roberts gives horrible advice. The least you could have told the kid and myself is, um, if you don't believe in God, then you don't receive any money, and that's the complete opposite of me. I've been waiting to get a bunch of money to do that. Thank God I got something coming in the mail to help me propel me to get what I need. As far as an ID card and stuff. Last year was a horrible year for me. It's constant, just attacks on me. It was just who attacks me, the Virgin Mary? This is just not okay. And so I got dismissed. A month before my husband's birthday. If you know my story, I'm supposed to be married to this man, and he's just not being faithful. I don't know what's with that. I do believe at least I got spiritually married to this man. Um, um, I do believe that factor, and I understand that God, you know, spoke. And I think when God speaks, you're not stupid. Um, you could be the most emaciated person in the room, like Britney Spears and I, and I'll try to leave the comment section open. There's just been a lot of difficult comments that have come my way that have just been awful, and I'm trying to be Wonder Woman about it. But at the same time, it's how do you forgive that? Especially when you have forgiven and you're I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. But that doesn't do anything. Forgiveness really is an action. Jordan Will's song "Love Is Action." I'm not sitting here, having angels drop grapes in my mouth. No, that is a super dumb version of heaven that needs to go away. Um, I just don't know what else to say. My mother has acted like she doesn't have colleagues to reach out to. As you can tell, my voice is super parched, and it's super broken because there's just not enough love in my life from God. Being up here in Oregon has been the worst thing for me. My dad doesn't even want to come up here in my grandparents' RV and try to get me up out of here. And all he has to do is borrow the RV and travel up here. Um, I just don't understand why, Dad. Why can't I, be a part of the family? And heck, if it's not you, then it's gonna have to be Todd, because my godfather's always made sure that sin is not a part of his family. So I'm sorry if I'm disrupting some people, but you know what? Y'all have kind of jostled me too. Like last night, I'm not gonna get into that because that's completely off topic, but I'm at this group home. I should not have to live here any longer. We might have to cancel the party that I have already planned and send the video invitation out, and it's just gonna be fun. And I hope the people that I invite, Lakewood Music does some music. I don't know. I just want it to be like expected, expectation and no reality. Like I'm supposed to be a Southern Californian here, America, not attacked for my beliefs. The only reason y'all are attacking me is because Teresa is condoning that. My father would not condone that because he's supposed to be like his father, who is exactly Abraham Quintanilla. Yeah, let me say that again. Abraham Quintanilla. Abraham Quintanilla. Anyways, by the way, your daughter needs to be resurrected. Like, this is not something in the Mexican community that we're supposed to be allowing, especially the Hispanic community. Like, yeah, Latinas need to be resurrected. That's what we need to do. We need to quit profiting off of the girl. She's probably on the other side going, they're profiting off of me and I'm not even resurrecting myself. Great. If I had to go to heaven, was somehow forced to go to heaven, I would be like, no, Yeshua, like I had a destiny. You had a destiny and a plan for me on that earth. I need to fulfill that. So, sorry if I'm talking too loud, household. I don't think I am. I can barely stay unemaciated. This house, it's got much housing by proxy in it, so if you're a cop watching this, I would suggest that you please help me, or if you're better at dealing with the cops than I am, because they look at me and then they're like, oh, well, she's just weak. Okay, well, do what Anthony Colachi did with Jordan Turpin, and there you go. I'm no different and no far from her sister, Jennifer Turpin, who was the oldest, I believe. My brother Steven gets this fake wife, and he's like forcing all of the stuff to happen. I'm like, you need to understand you're better than that, and you need to go take a shower. Go borrow Joel. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. This doesn't look good. My brother needs to go take a massive shower, clean all of himself. Sometimes I get out of the shower and I feel like I'm gonna collapse. Was that a normal thing? Like, I don't know, but oh my god. So, life update. Am I mentioning everything, you guys? I feel like I'm working against too much of an enemy at this time of my life. Like, I should have never came up to Oregon. You know, the cops up here suck. The cops in California are great. And I was lied to. Oh, your mom loves you, all this stuff. And it just sounds like we're just like worshiping Satan all over again. Like, what are you doing, Teresa? That makes any goddamn difference in my life, I'm not just gonna trust her because she's called a teacher. Like, what's a life update for me to just be so frustrated of what's going on? Like, I'm in a group home now in HV, Oregon. You know, Hadassah Valley, Oregon. Hadassah Valley, Oregon, y'all. This is just like another dead end to this road. I don't know what else to say. This is supposed to be a life update, and I don't even have the right words to say. Like, I'm in a group home because my mom's home is deemed unfit, especially by me. The cops clearly do not know how to go in that house. The Malala cops literally called me October 8th, 7:57 a.m. They called me, right? They called me. And they had the guts to say, your nephew was called 911. Last time I checked, in Gracie Weatherly's movie, Gracie's Choice, the movie, last time I checked, they busted into there and took care of all of those people. Ridiculous. I just like do not understand how I'm still alive through everything that I've walked through so much darkness just because of Teresa May Gallagher that I'm like, how am I gonna hang out with? How am I gonna be with her this coming Sunday? She just acts like she doesn't have the guts to lock up Stephen and Carrie. Oh, but she in 2018 sends me to Unity. You don't do that for your own son who literally calls women methadone, literally calls sex methadone. Like, what? Your son is crazy, has mental issues that have never been dealt with, and you're telling me that I need to take medication that your son doesn't even take because he literally calls women methadone. Are you freaking crazy? And like, she's a great girl. I know I'm getting that from her, and she's great and wonderful, and you guys should read her book and watch her video with Tiffany Dawn. That can be secondary, but I might leave that down below because it's helped me a lot and helped me feel okay in my own skin, especially you, Nina, unrated. Um, I don't know 100% of stripping is evil. If I know, I don't know what to say. All I know is that I'm gonna try to be holy throughout this whole process of me getting to Trump because this is ridiculous. Like, I tried to cash in a check earlier, and the only debit card I had was the one that's connected to my mom, and it literally told me I couldn't put money in. I thought I could do that before legality, but no, now all of a sudden we're making up rules. It's a super small check. It's like from like really really small amount of money. But it's still an allotted amount of money that belongs to me and it's mine. So you're gonna tell me Walmart in Clackamas County, Oregon, um, actually in Clackamas, Oregon. So, well, Happy Valley, Clackamas, Oregon. You're gonna tell me that I can't do that. What the hell? An EBT card is just made to help people buy stuff. And to be honest with you, food should just be naturally free, And I'm not saying that because BGA didn't do anything but pray for me. Like, I literally would watch a specific video of his, um, and it just finally just like hit my freaking brain that it was just like, you need to go to the Canby Center, Antonia. You are emaciated. You are having a hard time putting sentences together. I was just so emaciated. I wasn't eating. I had to go to the Canby Center and eat. Like, it's free freaking food that for the most of the time is pretty good. Except for like Mondays, I think, which is really sad because they make like hot dog soup and it's just like not. Sometimes it just doesn't feel right to my body, but I'm sorry, Maddie Pruitt, that if some part of me broke and I attacked you, and I'm just sorry to anybody else out there, but at the end of the day, when I come to a group home, I expect to be treated way better This group home is the most opulent group home I've ever been in. And one of the most opulent homes I've ever been in. I've been in a lot of homes in Oregon alone, West Oregon alone. But this is frustrating. My life in this life update is super. Am I making sense? Like, oh my gosh, I have a little bit left. I don't know what to say. Not in my mom's house right now. I'm in a group home that the government's paying for me to be in, which is great, But when am I ever gonna meet with Trump? You guys, I can't just sit here and say, do it, do it. You want to go home? Like, now I feel like Tyra Banks. I'm like, wait, what? Shalom and peace to you all. I gotta let this video go. Um, I hope, many of you stay safe because we're living in times when this is a billion soul harvest. We gotta win people to the Lord. They gotta know. You have to live every day like Yeshua HaMashiach is real. And that's the only thing that's ever on your mind, ever. That's the only thing that you're ever doing, practicing, being, breathing, taking in from your mouth like food or things like that. And yeah. So I'm gonna let this video go here in a little bit. I don't know what else to say. I'm in a group home right now. I mean, it's just a lot. If you want to know more, talk to me in the comments.